Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike Patrick. In this video, I want to talk about bone density, okay? I want to talk about how we can maintain and build our bone density. Now, this is going to be a really good video for those who are approaching seniority, all right? And this video will assist you in avoiding things like MS, okay? Osteoporosis, all right? And just, growing to offset growing weak and brittle bones, okay, earlier than what you have to. All right. Now, we know, most commonly, we know that you have to, or you can do weight training, okay? Weight training, weight resistance, the resistance that weight training provides, okay? It helps build bone density, all right? So weights, okay? Try to do heavy weights with whatever is heavy for you. Try to do heavy weight lifting. That will help with bone density, okay? I'm gonna get the things that's kind of apparent, that's obvious, that most people kind of know about already out the way, and then I'm gonna get into something that's a little bit more, foreign probably to people. All right. So also jogging, okay? And you don't necessarily have to jog. Like, hold on. So you don't necessarily have to jog, okay? It could be like, you can just be standing in a particular place, just make sure it's a hard surface and kind of just stomp that, so create that same effect that you would if you were jogging, okay, on a hard pavement, okay? Because that friction, okay, that's sent through your body and that's sent through your bones, that helps with bone density. I'm gonna explain exactly how it works also. Makes things more effective when you understand exactly how they work, as opposed to somebody just telling you something will work, So what happens is, so those are the obvious things, okay? So you can stomp in place, okay? And if you feel a little weird about that, I know it may seem a little weird, feel a little weird about that, do it somewhere that you, that you're not going to be seen, that you don't feel, conscious about, or subconscious about, or self-conscious about, and you don't feel insecure, if you think that you'll feel a little weird doing something like that. Or you can just jog, okay? But we know, like, everything in moderation, because people actually go against themselves when they have been jogging too long for too many years, doing too much, okay? And they actually break their bones down, and and they go against themselves. So everything in moderation, okay? So how this works though is, okay, when you put certain stress on your bones, you build up what you call microfractures, okay? Now these are very small fractures within the bone, okay? And what happens is, our body, just like with anything else, your immune system, okay, you have a natural response to try to heal and deal with whatever stressor. So the next time you come across that type of trauma, you'll be able to deal with it better. The body's always trying to respond, okay? So that's why, like, if you have certain injuries, you build up scar tissue, because that's your body's intelligence trying to make something heal, okay, and heal stronger, okay? So that's why you build up a lot of tissue over areas that you may have had certain injuries at, because that's your body trying to protect itself, okay, and to make it stronger, okay? That's why people get keloids and things like that. That's a sign that you have a really good healing factor, okay? If your skin keloids and things like that. Now, so with these microfractures, like I said, what happens is, every time your bones are exposed to microfracturing, okay, each time your bone is building itself stronger and more denser, okay? So to be able to deal with that trauma and that stress the next time, and then you build up and build up and build up as you go along. So it's just like with muscle training, okay? When you work out in the gym or wherever you work out at, you're tearing that muscle down, and then when you rest and you eat the proper nutrients, okay, give your body the proper nutrients that it needs, your body is building itself back up and becoming stronger. That muscle is becoming stronger. Once you break it down, it's building back up to become stronger and denser, right? That's why you get bigger. Your muscles get bigger when you work out, and that's why you get stronger, okay? your body's always responding, okay? But you actually are breaking your body down, and your body's responding to build itself back up stronger the next time, okay? So that's how it works, all right? So it's the same thing with your bones, all right? So something you can do though is, now this may be a little foreign to a lot of people, okay? You can get you something like a bamboo stick if you got bamboo somewhere, or if you can order you some, things like that. Just anything, but it doesn't have to be bamboo. It could be anything that's hard, okay? Anything that's kind of hard. You're not trying to kill yourself. Wherever you're at, wherever you already at, just enough to where it's slightly uncomfortable, but you're not killing yourself. Just, you know, and what happens is you're going to build up microfractures in those different areas of your bones, okay? And then, like I said, once you're feeding the bone properly, you know, getting enough vitamin D, calcium, things of that nature, just getting all the proper nutrients to feed the bone, just like when you feed the muscles, when you break it down, you're going to build up stronger bones, okay? Denser bones, all right? Yeah, just like, for example, a good testimony to this is, like, when I first started boxing, I remember, like, when I first started hitting the bag and things like that, even when I was hitting the bag properly, I had wrist issues in the beginning, okay? And my knuckles would bruise and my knuckles would hurt, okay? And this is with my hands wrapped well and thick gloves on, 16-ounce gloves. But what happened is, at the very beginning, you know, first few months or a year or something like that, you know, it was uncomfortable. But as my knuckles got stronger, okay, my knuckles stopped bruising and they got stronger. And the same thing with my wrists, okay? I was able to hit the bag with very little padding, if none at all, you know what I mean? And I could do it with no problem, because at that, you know, by a certain point in time, I had built up tough enough tissue and bone, okay, in my knuckles and in my wrists, okay, to be able to deal with that trauma, okay? And so that's just a perfect testimony to how, you know, your body has a natural response, okay, a resilience about itself that will build up and respond. That's why, like, a lot of folks, so people who are into like martial arts and mixed martial arts and stuff, like, they got some really hard shin bones, okay, and they can kick you and it feel like you got hit with some metal, you see what I mean? But you know, if your grandma kick you, you see what I'm saying, she'll, you know, she may she'll probably break her shin or something, you know what I mean? So that goes to show you how, you know, depending on your training and things like that, you know, you can build these things up over time, all right? So for older people, that's what you can do if you don't already know, all right? And that's a different option for you, because a lot of you guys may go to doctors and they may tell you things like, you know, it may be, you know, it's common knowledge, okay, yeah, you know, lift weights, try to go to the gym, do some weight training, but these are things you can do like at home, that's simple and that's alternative also, or just supplemental, okay? Because I will always recommend you to lift weights and do resistance training for to build up your bone density and just everything else, your cardiovascular muscles and stuff like that. But this is something that you can help supplement with your training, okay? And this will help you guys with developing, like I said, MS, osteoporosis, and just becoming, you know, weak and fragile and frail, and, you know, and things like that. So let me see, yeah, hopefully, I think that was good. Hopefully this was a helpful video, guys. So like I said, maybe some bamboo, you can get you some, like, anything hard, and just you sitting back your own time, you know, you watching some TV on the internet, anything, you know what I mean, you breaking, just tap your bones, your shins, your knuckles, you know, your forearms, all these, you know, different places, okay? And over time, like I said, you build up those microfractures, and you try to, over time, you know, after maybe a couple weeks, a month, you'll be able to hit yourself a little harder, okay? A little harder, because not only does it build your density just for the sake of being strong and staying strong and mobile and as healthy and as youthful as you can, you know what I mean, it's also good for, you know, injuries and things like that. Once you become more, you know, your bones are like iron, or they're becoming more like iron, so you're more resilient, okay? If you fall, you're less fragile, you know what I mean? All right, so, all right, guys, hopefully this was a helpful video. Peace.